Okay, let's get dark, shall we? I haven't used these oracles in a long time. All right, for the collective, surround energy surrounding their wishes or dreams. Doesn't have to be a negative or positive. It could be either one, or just simply, yeah. See, fulfilling yourselves with a fulfillment card here, fulfilling your cup. So again, now for us to make our wishes and our dreams come true here, collective, we're gonna have to start tapping more into our feminine energy instead of always thinking about how we've been feeling for so long. So, for instance, for those that are already aware, I've been battling suicide thoughts for a really long time. It's already coming to the point where I'm recognizing myself. I'm recognizing um, the playful side, right? We're recognizing our playful side. If not our playful side, it would be our moon sign that's trying to tell us something. It's trying to tell us a secret about our strength, our secret about our divine feminine and masculine within ourselves. Okay. Um, so don't suppress anything. Allow yourself to be chosen. Okay. You guys are part of a collective. Let others see you for you. Okay. You continue being yourself. Mystical, if that's the case. Whimsical. If people see you as a virus, you're technically more as of a frequency. 44 or 44 has to be significance to something here. Okay. So if you want your dreams to come true, be chosen. Once again, what does that mean? Make it an oath. Being chosen by someone, collective. Either an opportunity for a job, opportunity for a relationship, collective. Okay. And for those that are wondering why the camera is off, is because I'm tired of the harassment. I'm tired of people being disrespectful. So that's why I have the camera off. But I do have the comments open. So if you guys want to say hi, you can. But if anybody's being rude or disrespectful, I will block you. Like, I'm tired of it. You know, my tools are not to be messed around with, and my physical is not for it to be treated like it's something out of the ordinary, you know? Like, I'm tired of people pointing shit out. But anyway, back to the message. Make this an oath in the sense to which I'm being chosen for something, right? You were chosen by the universe. You were chosen by your own spirit to go through these lessons, to go to this manifestive frequency. And I felt that. It's like your masculine within self and the masculine that's meant to be with you as a romantic partner or somebody that you're going to have this opportunity with to be choosing you, for them to come to their own consciousness that I cannot do both light and dark. So you might meet someone that is doing some shadow work in the current moment, to which now you both could build a safe foundation, or a foundation that's already built by oneself, and bringing all that together and giving it to each other. Okay, you guys were, well, you know, have communication here, collective, that will help both in order to get things done. So the divine feminine will help the masculine to tap more onto their self-worth, okay, and to see their value, to see their value, what are their dreams. And the more you tend to help out the collective, or another person part of the collective is helping you out to come out of that depression, because now it's not forbidden. Okay, whatever you're doing is not forbidden. You're here for a purpose. You're here to be guiding someone else, even if they're part of the collective or not. They're still part of something, and that's when you gradually feel completed, because you're seeing it from a different perspective. Okay? You're seeing it from out of love. You're seeing it from a loving mirror, not lust. Okay? So this is a message for you, collective, to have a better vision of what you're here for, instead of you just being stuck in that same cycle over and over again. But you allowing yourself to come out of that stagnant energy. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords or the Eight of Swords. This is not self-sabotaging. This is you coming to your consciousness, right? You're some of you guys are doing a lot of work subconsciously, to which now it's clearing up the fog. It's clearing up a lot of things. Now you're feeling some kind of way, to which, wow, like my dreams. You're not dreaming because it's not meant for you to be in your head about it. It's more, hello, welcome in. It's more about, hi, more about bringing your subconscious back to your consciousness. Okay, instead of being stuck in that same what's it called? In the same mentality, or the same way of thinking. You know, like I said, I've been battling suicide thoughts for quite some time, but now that my subconscious is starting to be aware of my consciousness, other than my unconscious, I'm bringing that to reality. Okay, I'm gonna bring that to its best, so I can start going that direction. And this is what we're doing. We're coming out of that, so we can start tapping in and doing things that we need to get. Okay. Hey, what's up, George? How are you? All right. So take a risk. Take a risk of making those dreams come true. And you know, if you feel that a person is your person, let them know. You know what? I use it. You're being honest about how you feel, right? The card, honesty. The flame, as you letting go of what could, should have, and just this person, or um, what's it called? The desires of the payment, right? For them to pay a certain amount, you're gonna be okay with whatever they give you, right? And as you move your way up, then you can finally start adjusting your. I don't know why. And instead of you feeling trapped and feeling to your desires, how can you share this to people? So, hello, welcome in. Like, part of that. Somebody is in denial. Is in denial. Guide you, again, are not listening. Okay, you guys are not listening. So if you don't listen to your inner child, in the sense of what is that you want, so I could protect you, you need to let your inner child know that you're there for them. But it's not just speaking on it. You have to tap in, excuse me, onto that warrior energy and listen to it. This card says listening. It says darkness does not always Quote, to evil, light does not always bring good. It might not bring a good feeling, a good memory, but at the end of the day, you are going to release it, and you're not going to be holding on to it. It's just us adding knowledge and understanding to that experience or to that emotion that we went through. Look at it this way: you were a child, we didn't know any better. That's one. Right? Once we start recognizing our behavior, we're like, okay, well, I was just a kid, a annoying ass kid, or a very shy kid that I was maybe felt like it was boring. Maybe people made you think or feel that you were boring. It wasn't that you were boring. You just were a really quiet person. You were different. You were really shy. Other people, they're not, other kids, they're not shy. They're reckless, they don't care. Or they just don't understand about the whole caring part. They just take a risk and they just jump on any equipment and do all kinds of distortion, right? They're children. But some little girls are more gentle. Boys just jump right on it and they don't give a fuck. So once you add the type of recognition onto that child and continue hearing out your inner child and seeing how else can I make you feel safe, then you're able to bring that out. But if you're going to be continuously stuck in that stagnant, then no. Or overindulging about what had happened, then you're never going to go nowhere. Okay? Alright. Oops. Let's see what tarot has to say. Hi, welcome. We're just getting here at the end of the reading. Alright, let's go ahead and see your tarots. What your tarot cards have to say. For the collective, dreams and wishes. Sometimes our subconscious, we do dream because our subconscious is trying to tell us something. Okay? Alright, so our first two cards, it's the Star, the Three of Pentacles, and the Emperor, along with the Ten of Cups. Alright, the Emperor is an Aries card. It's Aries. Let's not be impulsive about it, but let's see what else our cards are saying here. So we have the Three of Cups. Gratitude, perspective. Okay. But what the Star here is wishing upon a star. Okay, so it's basically trusting yourself, staying grounded instead of being impulsive here. You're allowing your mind, body, and spirit to finally connect with that intuition. Okay? And with that joy within self and that self-care, but with community. So you are reaching out to the stars by you, again, bringing that self-love to self. Bringing that love back to self. Yeah, I said self-love. Anyway, and with the Ten of Cups, it's finally feeling the emotional abundance, feeling calm, tranquility, feeling the magic. Okay. So there's a lot going on with the Aries energy being around the collective right now. Because again, we're not being impulsive. I'll just really rethink our thoughts and reconnect with our emotional body and just ask ourselves, if this is what I truly want, then how can I make it happen? How can I go from here to there? Not so much without the need of experiencing negativity, but it's just being open-minded. That when it comes to relationships, people have the right of way, okay, to say yes or to say no, or just simply reject. Reject this. We can feel how we feel after that, but we're not going to hold on to it. We're going to let it go. Sometimes the person needs to do a 360 in order to see if it's something that they truly want. I've done those multiple times. Now I'm going to sit back relax and keep taking care of myself, right? As much as you are, collective. So when this person comes back or decides to come back, if it wants to, then we're going to be ready, just to the point where we're well nurtured, we're shining brighter than before, to the point where now we're going to be the ones allowing ourselves to be, right? Allowing people to be attracted to us in their own given way. All right, so those are your first four cards. What else? Let's see what else tarot has to say. Okay, we have the Six of Cups and the Wands. Let me see this. What? 2, 4, 5 of Wands. I'm reading the book. I don't read the book. Okay, so it's in progress. The attraction is in progress, you guys. For this masculine and feminine to come close, it's going to be attraction. And it's going to be the masculine being attractive. Because again, the feminine, if you identify as a feminine, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're a masculine, same thing. But at the end of the day, the feminine was going after a masculine. No matter how many you've mastered to get through in the past, one or two might come back. Doesn't matter how new, how fresh. They're going to come back. They're going to say, I want you. And you're going to be choosing between one or two people, depending. And at the same time, you might not even know these people, collective. So continue focusing on self, on your healing, and bringing the subconscious to your consciousness so you can finally restore yourself. Even if it's 10 cups, you continue restoring yourself. Mind, body, and spirit. And if it's lacking, it's because it needs another person to come in and obviously grant your wishes, which is certain things that you can't do without another person. And I'm not talking about in the way that's codependent. It's more in the sense of you can't have a baby by yourself, right? You need a surrogate. Others need a partner for that to happen. That's the type of consciousness. You're not going to look at it like, oh, it's taking forever, this and that. No, just maintain it clean, I guess, at this point. Maintain it clean for when it's time for this person to dive right into that cup. They're going to know what to do with it. You just keep fulfilling it in whatever way you want. Or just focus on 3 cups, which is mind, body, and spirit. Why are you doing so much? Why are you sabotaging your thinking? Why are you... Yeah, our emotions might come up, but we have to find another way to express that. Or just say, okay, Lord, you know what? It's coming up again. I'll leave it up to you for this to come to reality. You know my true wishes from the bottom of my heart. And the more you affirm, the more rich you'll become. Because now the universe is seeing that you're conscious and you're not stagnant. You're not really holding on to it. You're just allowing the universe for it to take it and do whatever it needs to do with it. So it could finally start sending the attraction to that masculine. Even if it's just 1 or 2 or more than 2, you have options. See what I'm saying? So same thing with opportunities. Doesn't matter if it's a career, a job that you want, or the type of recognition. It's the same thing. It's a cycle. So for you to have the moon card, it's not just about the wishes or the hidden emotions. We already know what we want. Subconsciously, consciously, and consciousness. We already have it all in 4. Right? So now it's leaving it up to the universe to bring that energy back to us as we continue making space for it to be received. Instead of being in that mind again, all over again about our emotions, no, we can't do that no more. We can't be there because we're not going to get shit done. We're going to continue being in our heads about shit and nothing is going to get done. So minimize your stress, minimize your thinking, or put it to the side, journal. Use your intuition for this to shift with the Wheel of Fortune. How else can you shift your energy, mind, body, and spirit? With the Devil card is releasing that emotion or the way of thinking. You're not suppressing it. That's one thing we're not doing. We don't want to suppress it. We feel it. We already know what it is. One day, you know, I can't tell you what to do other than just give you suggestions. And at the end of the day, you're going to be the one making that choice. But you have to be really in tune with yourself and that bright lights within self to really allow yourself to shift mind, body, and spirit. And allow yourself to really do it. With the Four of Pentacles and without the anger, you're coming in very sweet, very loyal to self. And if you have to stand up for yourself, then you're going to bring justice. But as of right now, you're going to be gentle. You're going to be killing it on stage, on whatever you're trying to do. Any platform that you're on, you're going to really start seeing your character, right? Your decisions, choices based on how, when you get triggered, instead of you lashing out or being in that emotional field, you're not going to be regretful to teach a motherfucker a lesson. They're the ones that are going to be in regret for fucking with you. Because after that, more things will start manifesting for you. Okay? So just be highly aware, be in tune, and be ready to receive. All right, collectives, those are your messages. Thank you so much. God bless.